Okay, y'all. So before I get into the book review, I want to talk about this book that's really helped me out a lot. I want to go back in time to 2019, the beginning of 2019, and I want to share you a little story about something I was struggling with, and then what I learned from that. All right, so I had my first surrogate pregnancy delivery as a gestational carrier back in 2018, in the summer of 2018, and I pumped for the preemie milk bank for about, I want to say it was about 4 or 5 months. And I donated that. I froze the milk and I donated it for preemie babies. So, let's see. It was after I stopped pumping. My hormones were kind of all whacked out. And I think I was homeschooling my kids at that time. Still working on my cleaning business. And I just had a lot going on. I mean, it was a lot. I was so stressed out. I was having heart palpitations and I just didn't know what was going on with my body. And this is the time when I really learned a whole lot. I was still kind of going to doctors during this time. Now I don't really see doctors much at all now, but I had gone to my family doctor and he ran a bunch of tests to make sure that my heart was good, and my heart was good. And after talking with me and determining some things, he said, I really think you just need to have some counseling, see a therapist. And I remember crying in his office like, um, everything's fine, just kind of still in denial. That he's like, no, I think like you've got a lot going on. I think you just need to talk to somebody. So after a lot of tears, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, he's right. He's right. I should talk to somebody. And I did have somebody, to talk with my life coach. And I've known her for a very long time. And she's a really sweet, awesome person that I trust. So I could talk to. So at that time, I didn't feel comfortable, going to see some stranger in an office, some psychologist and whatever. So that was when I realized the strong mind body connection. And I didn't know a whole lot prior to this. I just wasn't as knowledgeable as I am today about the emotional component to our health and well being. So, just wanted to share that with you just to show you that, hey, once I got my emotions released a little bit, and I'm not saying that I like, I was healed, I was great, everything was perfect or anything like that. But the heart palpitations did go away. It wasn't, so for a while I was trying to cure my body, my physical body, imbalances, maybe vitamins, something like that, right? But then it wasn't until I started talking about my emotions and my, just everything going on in my life, that's when things, I started leveling out and they went away. All right, so fast forward, to this year, and I'll tell you about this book. It's called The Emotion Code by Dr. Bradley Nelson. How to Release Your Trapped Emotions for Abundant Health, Love, and Happiness. I bought my copy on Amazon. I first heard about Emotion Code from a practitioner that I was seeing. Let's see, this is 2020. Yeah, it was, I want to say the early 2024. So we're almost in September now. That's when I first got introduced to the emotion code system. I saw a practitioner. She did a little bit of work on me and a family member, and then I was really wanting to learn how to do it for myself. And I hired another energy healer. Fast forward, I can't remember what month that was, but she had utilized some similar, techniques with the emotion. Let's see. I want to say this wrong. The releasing of the trapped emotions and all that. So, like, okay, I need to buy this book. I need to read it. I need to figure out what all this is about. The thing I love about this book, you guys, is the doctor that wrote it. He's a chiropractor, and he developed this method, right, with his patients of releasing trapped emotions. And he wrote this book to share it with us, to teach us how to do this for ourselves. So we don't have to, pay somebody else to do this for us. But you can, and there are certified emotion code practitioners out there who do this for a living. So if that's what you feel comfortable with. But what I loved about it is I could learn how to do it for my own family and for myself. So it was a very easy read. I do not like books that are very, I don't know the word. It definitely was not boring at all. It kept my attention. I was able to read it in a short amount of time. I want to say I was done reading it, you know, within a week maybe. If I set my mind to reading a book, sometimes I can get them done in a few days. But I still reference back to it, and it's the very simple method. I'm not going to go into teaching you how to do it. Get yourself a copy of the book, or you can YouTube some videos on it. But I loved it. It is simple, easy to practice. It does take a lot of practice. So my advice is, if you want to get into the emotion code and releasing trapped emotions, all that, you do need to practice a lot. So it is a little bit of time commitment, but it's so worth it. So yeah, anything you do, any new skill, you need to practice with, and especially the ones that are going to bring you a lot of relief and a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, just the something that's so good for you. It's going to take a little bit of time, commitment, and practice. So if that's something that interests you, go for it, check it out, get yourself a copy, and yeah, let me know in the comments if this is something you've ever heard of, something you're interested in and practicing for yourself.